It doesn't go to the. It is not even permission to go. Oh yeah, no, it went. It went. It went. I'm like, it went. So what have you been? Hold on, somebody's calling. Yes, baby. You got a notification. No, I'm with my client. We're gonna do it. Good. I'm so tired. Sleepy. I didn't even remember. I was like, oh my god. I, I didn't even hear nothing at all because I was knocked out. I was like, this morning I was like super. Why didn't you wake me up? No, you did. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. All right, go home and take a sleep. I'm gonna take a take a nap. Let me finish Ashley here. Yeah. No, I don't know. It depends on what she wanted. Okay, babe. No, it's just her. She's my last one. I didn't have nobody. Yeah. So we can go eat later. Okay. Bye. Love you too. Bye bye. Oh my God. Like I never heard, I didn't hear him. Like he said he wake up like in a panic because he forgot his alarm. Oh, because this camera is like wider. Don't worry, it doesn't catch you. It's just me. I'm just testing the tablet to see how there's like a new app. That's the StreamYard. All right. Let's see. It's been a while. You haven't had your nails done. So what have you been up to?
Working and working and working.
Working and working and pay the bills.
Yeah.
Pay the bills. Pay the bills.
But I have a date tomorrow. So
Ooh, that's where she's going to do her nails. She's having a date. I want a date too. She got a date, you guys. You got a date. We're gonna clip your nails. Hold on, let me just get a pusher. That's what I need. A pusher. Is your last one too? Yes. You're like, yeah, I don't know how to get. I know, my God, as we get older, I guess they're my biggest influence ever since they came on board. Like, I've been sitting out earlier. Yeah, they're rubbing on me. They're rubbing on me. Yes, I am a very workaholic. I used to work from, I would stay till 10, 11. So you'll be my guinea pig. And I never did this. This is on YouTube. We have a model today, guys. So first, when you do nails, of course, you're going to clip. You're going to trim her nails if she has nails. Because we're going to do in acrylic nails. Man, how long? It's been a while, right? You haven't done your nails?
July.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
You have a coworker that came in here. What's her name?
I have two.
Two. Marisa?
Marisa.
Marisa and
Destiny.
Desiree?
Destiny.
Destiny, yes. They came in here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you guys, Ashley is the best. She always like try to promote me. Free advertising. When you do good work, uh, your clients not only they come to you, but they bring other people. So you don't have to spend a lot of money for advertising, which I don't. My client is my walking billboard, you guys. Who's
Mhm.
that watching us? I know we have somebody watching us. Come and show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Top. Oh, I don't know. This is my first time live doing nails. So I did trim her nails. Then the next steps for me, okay, at least for me, everybody has their steps. My next step would be pushing the cuticle. That way we get all those dead skins on top of the nails to avoid your, what you call it,
This one?
lifting, guys, lifting. This is not really a good camera, but but I'm talking so you can just listen. Eventually we'll get like a better camera. But anyway, always push the cuticle back, guys, because sometimes um I'll take a pictures that way you can see what I'm talking about. And then I will just upload the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about, what needs to be done. And then repeat the next steps to the next finger. Yep. I want to buy those GoPro cameras.
Oh my god. Really good.
But those are expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this coming holiday they're cheap. They
Mm-hmm.
have sales
Yeah, probably.
so that I can, you know. I'm just gonna take pictures of that. Eh. So how's your mommy doing?
She's doing good. Working.
Step one done. And we got this little bit here, guys. This is what I use to clean around the cuticle area to take all this little dead skin here. I already pushed the cuticle area. So it's already like, done pushing. So we're going to clean that using this. So whatever left, I'm going to use my nipper to take them out. We have one viewer, but she went away. But it's okay. It's okay. La, 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 la. So you can use your bit, guys. They also have a round one. This one has a round in the tip. So this is really good to clean around your cuticle area. Take all the dead skin. Wait, do your job. Do your job. Do your job. And make sure when you use this, guys, you just leave your A file in the lower RPM. So you don't need a higher speed, okay? Because you just clean around the cuticle area. There we go. Off to the next finger. They look like it changed the. So what have you been up to, girl?
Well, lately I've been trying to dance to my plate.
That's awesome.
Then people on the east want to make this. I was like, okay.
That's good. La, 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 la. Let me share this. The more people, the better. Let's see if I saw it here. Oh yeah, we're here. I'm like, oh yeah, we're here. Mm, I'm gonna post it on our chat group real quick. My cousin's gonna be awake this time. So where are you gonna go?
To Olive Garden.
Oh, I love olive. What do you like to eat there?
I get the shrimp scampi with the Toscana soup.
Oh my god, that's my favorite too.
So good.
That's my favorite. Like super, super favorite. That's what we're gonna see if people get in there. All right, now we're done. We're gonna clean this up. I'm gonna clean our dust. Just that. You know what? I bought this. It's so nice, so soft.
Need to get it.
Guys, if you're a nail tech, you're gonna have to have this little brush. It's super soft and you don't hurt your clients. This is my favorite. My favorite. I just bought this actually. So it even has a little cover. All right, I'm gonna clean around your cuticle area. Okay, guys, when you use your nipper, make sure when you try to cut a cuticle, the cuticle is not the skin, okay? It's whatever little dead skin there, that's what you're gonna cut. Do not cut any live skin because you don't want to do that. I don't need to cut a lot of those because I already used my bit with that earlier. My menopause has been so bad.
Menopause.
I've been on menopause for so long. Marisa is super nice.
Mm-hmm.
The second time she come because I didn't recognize her with her mask. It's Marisa. I call her something else. She's like, no, I'm Marisa. I'm like, sorry.
She's really funny. I like her. Yeah, because every time I get my nails done, she's like, oh, let me see. I was like, I'm telling you, go with my nail tech. And so this last
Go with the
time,
best. Ah.
yeah. So this last time, that girl that did her nails, they look so lovely. They look
No, I'm
so
not the best, guys.
comfy.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they looked really bad, and I was like, just so fed up
No,
with
the
the
first time
treatment.
she came, like, I really fixed her nails because she
Mm-hmm.
has it like coffin, but
Yeah.
I guess maybe they're trying to use like a pink powder,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe whoever does her nails, they like trying to mix like a powder, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really bad. It wasn't mixed right. I was like, oh my God, Rosita. So I did a lot of work and then
Mm-hmm.
we finally cut it really short. Have you seen her nails?
Yeah.
The gray one?
Yeah.
It's like I like them short.
She's really happy.
Yeah. She's really nice. I like her. She's ready for her weekend. She's like, I'm out of here. Oh, that's right. Tell your mommy happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños. Yay! I know how to speak Spanish. I should know something, right? The for how long I've been here in the U.S., especially in the Valley. Oh yeah, yeah. And oh, yesterday I have a client, right? And then because I've been talking to Filipino for like half a day, I was with my friend. And then I talked to her in Filipino when I had asked her to pull her feet in the water. I'm like, oh, I said, I'm sorry, I just talked to you in Filipino. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. But then when I go home and then I guess because I speak English most of the time, when I go home and then if I don't know what I'm gonna say, so I'll just talk to them in English.
I'm the
I
same
was
way in
like,
Spanish.
ay.
When I try to explain myself in English, I go to Spanish and then back to English.
Yeah, you're just like back and forth. You're just back and forth, back and forth. I mean, that's the way I am. So now we're done, guys. Taking all the dry skin that we need, cuticle on top of her nail. Now we're gonna take off the shine. It's a very important steps when hi sexy Terry. Who's that? Hello, hello. So this is a very important steps when you're doing acrylic nails or even doing manicure is to take off the shine by buffing or using your file. But you can use the coarse side or the soft side. Usually when you're doing acrylic, you try to use the coarse side of it. So you leave a little bit scratchy. That way the product can hold better on the natural nails. So that's a tips for you guys. Wow, they going to bed na. Oh, you're going to bed. It's okay. I am going to do this so that I can share my tips. You can always watch later if you like. Good night, my darling. Thank you for dropping by. So you do it lightly, guys. So product don't ruin your nails if you know what you're doing. Your video is still playing now. You're playing my videos. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lisel, for dropping by. Appreciate you. I went home and took a nap and then okay, I thought I went hi everybody, welcome guys. So I thought I had charged my phone. And then when I wake up, the alarm went off and I checked my phone. My phone wasn't you know, was in charge because I took the adapter yesterday and then I guess I was so tired. I'm glad I took a nap though because I was super tired. And so I was like, man, I didn't charge my phone. Now that we're done taking off the shine under her nails, we're dusting it off. Make sure all the dust is out on her nails, guys. And then we're gonna repeat the steps to the next nails, the next hands, fingernails. I mean, good night. Good night, Lisa. Thank you for dropping by. See you again mañana. Yeah, I love the shrimp scampi. Every time we go, I order that the same thing. Like I love shrimp scampi.
Okay.
So that's my favorite. I love the soup, like the gnocchi. That's my soup is the gnocchi. I like the gnocchi
Manuki?
soup.
What's
Yeah.
that one?
It has a little bit of chicken, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, has a little bit of chicken in it. So I really love it. There we go. It's clean. So we're gonna take all the dust off, guys. And for some reason, this is just a habit of mine. I always like go back around the cuticle area of the nails just to make sure all the little dead skin around it is off. It's kind of like you just grind it. So that way you don't have no lifting, nails still intact. So you still have a little bit. I wish we have a better lighting. You have YouTube?
Yes, it is.
No, you don't. So you don't watch any DIY on YouTube?
DIY is not.
Dude, I use YouTube a lot for if I need to watch something, I use it a lot.
Have you seen like you have TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what? To be honest with you, that's the only thing that, I know it's very big right now. That's the only one that I never get into it. I don't know why.
Well,
Everybody's on TikTok. A lot of people posted, but I was never get into TikTok.
mhm. Well, on TikTok, I've seen that like they use like eyeshadow or
Mm-hmm.
like gel nail polishes and stuff like that to create new powders for acrylic nails.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
you can do
oh,
that. Yes,
and then
like
they use.
eyeshadow, and you want to make a color. We
Mhm.
used we used to do that a lot when we were in school. So our teacher would would tell us, go to the dollar store, just buy those eyeshadows, and then we mix it in the powder, and then that's our color.
And I also seen that they use chalk.
Yeah, not chalk, not chalk. I know I've seen that tutorial, but no, not that. No, no chalk. I know people do that.
So it's not good for the nails.
No, it's
Or,
not good. I know I've seen people do that, but that's not very. It's not highly recommended by any chemist.
mm,
The chalk acrylic. You know how people trying to make a chalk so that they can make acrylic, whatever. No. Yeah, if you're watching right now, guys, don't do that. Chalk and glue, that's not really recommended with any chemist because you can get an allergic reaction. So if you don't know anything, don't try to mix it, okay? I know there's a lot of DIY people watch and yeah, no. Be careful what you're doing. You're experimenting. Make sure you know what you're doing. So now we're gonna use our pH bond to clean, make sure no oils in the nail bed.
bye.
Bye bye. So in this case, guys, the pH bond it plays a big part in your doing your nails. It's like when you do makeup, you know how you wash your face and then you put a primer and then a powder, a concealer. So those also goes in doing nails. So now that's already clean and we're gonna repeat the steps to the next hands or fingernails. I think the right term is fingernails, not hands, because we're
Mhm.
doing, excuse my Filipino, so we're done. We're gonna let that dry. Hello, Shishai TV. Hello, hello. How are you? So now it's clean and we're ready to put tips. So usually guys, I don't sculpt all the time. I do sculptured nails, but I also do um tips. So we're gonna use a natural tip. So we're going to use our natural tips. Somebody dropping their link. Hello, hello guys. 30 minutes na lang din yun na ako. Hello, hello. So right now, guys, we're using the natural tips to create in her nails. So it depends of you on you. Some people they prefer to do sculptured nails. If you have more time, like sculptured nails is very good as well. It's just a little bit time consuming, but of course, if you've been practicing that, it's it's a lot easier. But usually, I prefer using the tips. So sometimes when you use the tip, make sure guys, sometimes the tips is a little bit bigger on the natural nail. So you have to measure it before you put it on. So what I like to do, I'll just, measure it if I need to file the sides. So if I need to file the sides and I file it. So in this case, it's still, my tips is a little bit bigger. So I'm going to file the sides so that it fits the nail bed perfectly. There we go. Who is this? She's still listed in the Sunday Natali. Guys, if you can share our broadcast, I would truly appreciate that. So we're going to glue this on her natural nails. Make sure, guys, when you glue the tips into the natural nails, you make sure that they're completely glued to each other. There's no space in between because you don't want any water or liquid that gets under the nails, and that's how sometimes people get infection, guys. So you have to make sure it's completely glued with the natural nails and no bubbles and all that. So now we're going to mission. We're going to do the next one. So this one I don't need to file because it's just fit her nail bed perfectly. I'm using a size 3 because her finger here. Hi, look by MKS. Tusok na tusok. Hello, good morning, cousin. How are you? So the third finger, I know people call this a bad finger. We're Christian here, so we don't call it. This is all the fingers that we have. They're all nice, okay? But I'm going to use a size 3 because she has a little bit bigger nail bed here, guys. And she has a very nice nail bed, so I love it when I have a clients and they have like nice structure of their nail bed because for some reason after you finish doing the nails it just come out really nice and perfect and just in other words it has the curve just like you have a sexy body. Okay, so that's the way we get excited as a nail tech when we have a client that has a nice nail bed. We get excited because it's a lot easier for us to place. Either we do sculptured nails or we use the tip. So we get really excited. Yeah, I especially really love it when I have my clients a nice they have a nice nail bed. It's just super nice. There we go. And because I know her nails pretty much. Sometimes I'll just know what kind of tips number that I use. So artificial nails, guys, if you are not familiar with it, they come in numbers. But if you use a sculptured nails, we use a form. So there's two different ways to do nails. You can use the form to extend the nail bed, or you can use the tips like we are doing right now. She has long nails. No, guys, we're gonna cut this. We're gonna shape this. So let's go to the thumb. So her thumb is size number 1. Welcome, good morning. Baka may gusto dito join sa FB. Oh guys, if anyone want to join by Looks by MKS, guys, in her group, just search Look by MKS YT group. So sa mga ano dyan, if you don't have any family, this is like our family. So join our family, guys. Beautiful. Now we're done on her, what is this, right?
Left.
Left. Oh, it's because it's the opposite. Okay, we're done for the left. Wow, ang haba naman ng nails. Usually they come like that, but of course it depends on the clients what their preference. Some clients they preferred long nails, medium, short. So you put the artificial nails like that long, but you cut it because they come that way. But you just chop them off because I'll just ask my client to see how long they want their nails. And again, guys, if you just came in, if you try to experiment doing artificial nails, make sure if you use if you use any tips like what I have right now, make sure when you glue it into the natural nails, make sure there's no um what do you call that? There's no holes or there's no gap in between. Make sure it's really connected to your natural nails. Otherwise, you don't want any water that gets under your natural nails. Make sure talagang dikit na dikit. Just like you want to dikit somebody here on YouTube, and you do the same thing when you do nails. You stick it really good, and you hold it for a few seconds before you let it go. So or you can wiggle it, so whichever you want, but since I'm doing this for so long, so I kind of just knew by heart like they're sticking good. So it's really important, guys, the katulad sa isda dikit na dikit. Yes, just like you follow each other, on on Facebook or whatever, talagang dikit na dikit. Yes. And guys, when you try to do this, do not put the tips all the way, like halfway on here. Like it's just a little bit because the tip it gives you right here it gives you how far you can stick it into the nails. Like it has that little curve in there that fits into the nail bed. So you don't want to put it because I've heard some people they want to put the tips like in the middle of the finger. No, that's wrong, guys. You don't want to do that. Um, because like I said, this one already had that little curves there. You can see that fits perfectly. When you put on the nails, it just goes straight to the nails. But of course, there's people. Not everybody are blessed with a nice nail bed. So sometimes you have to work your way to make sure it sticks correctly. Ayan. So I hope you guys learned something. So Ashley, guys, she's been how long you been coming to me, Ashley?
I was in high school. So 3
Ye-
yeah, 4 years.
So Ashley here, guys, she's been coming with me for 4 years since she was in high school. And so I have a lot of loyal clients and she's so sweet. She always like market for me. She always tells her coworkers, she brings her coworker. So that's the beauty, guys, not to brag, okay? But when you do good work, your client is your walking billboard. So do not rush in doing nails or whatever it is that your skills that you do, make sure that you makes connection with your clients, because your clients is your number one advertisers, guys, because if they love what you're doing, they will advertise for you. And when I was sick last time, like she even like after I did her nails, she even go to the store and came back and bought me a tea.
Oh, yeah.
So my clients, guys, is the best. I have the best clients in the world. So now we're going to ask Ashley how long she wants her nails. So right now we have it so long, right? But I'm gonna make a video on it, that way I can show you guys. But how long it is? It is really long, but we're gonna cut it off. We're gonna shorten them. Yan. Thank you. Word of mouth, the best marketing strategy. Yes, according to Look by MKS, the word of mouth is the best marketing strategy. And that is so true. How long you want to be?
Like a medium.
Right there?
A little further.
There? Okay. So look, from this length to this length. So, yan. So yeah, that's the very, very important thing, guys, that you have to keep in mind, that you take care of your clients, especially people that we do, when you build a good relationship with your client, they will advertise for you.
And I always tell them that you're very sanitary.
And also, guys, because of the not only because of the pandemic, but because you know because we touch each other, we talk to each other. It's really important, guys, that you also practice sanitation in your salon. I always wear gloves. I never touch anyone with bare hands. It's because you want to protect yourself also, and to protect your client as well, because you don't want your client to get sick. Because we see so many people throughout the day. Even I have a shield in between here, guys. I have a glass shield. So even if I take off my mask, I'm okay, because we had a glass shield in between us. Um, so especially during this pandemic, guys, be very cautious when it comes to your sanitation, because it's very, very important that you do that. So once you're done cutting all her nails, guys, you make sure to measure it. Don't just apply the acrylic. So my next steps, I like to measure them. And if I need to trim a little bit more, then I trim. So like right now, the thumb, one of the thumb is a little bit longer. So I'm going to trim that. I'm going to cut it down, and then I'm going to go back and measure that. My um my tip for you guys, do not measure with the extension that you put. You measure like this, like from the bottom up. It's because each nails is different. You cannot, because if you just measure by the tips that you put, you're gonna come out all the nails uneven. Like, of course, sometimes you cannot really make them perfect, like exactly symmetrical, but it's important that you don't measure that way. You start from the bottom. Like, you start from here. That way, more or less, you know how long is the nails. And that's what I do. And then I would go to the other finger nails. So I do it first on these hands before I go to the next one. It's because I wanted to make sure that they're not super long, that they're pretty much even. And then I go to the next one. And if you guys doing nails, I know some of you if you're doing nails, guys, one tips I can give you, like especially artificial nails, like acrylic nails, you make sure you file your nails. Lipat ko sa kabilang account ha, kasi nag-iwan tapos di ako lang. Okay, no problem, baby, no problem. Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah. I'll be here for a little while. So you make sure, guys, this is I learned on my own. Oh my god, I struggle, because before I'm like, my gosh, I'm like, this is so hard to file, like, because like this, I just like trim the nails, and then I would just apply the acrylic. I would be there like filing and filing and filing. I'm like, I said, there should be a way to do this better. So, guys, this is from my experience. If you're doing nails, I encourage you, first ask your client what kind of shape they are going to do. And let's say if they say almond or coffin or stiletto, so you need to shape your nails before applying the product. In that way, you're not struggling when it comes to file. It's a lot easier. But if you, let's say, if you do sculptured nails, so you can just shape as you go. But if you're using tip, you need to make sure you need to cut before you need to file before you continue. Okay. So we're gonna do coffin, right, babe? So we're doing coffin, guys. So I'm gonna cut the sides of the nails. And then after you cut, guys, I always file them to the shape of the coffin or tapered square or whatever you prefer, a shape you prefer. It's because if you do that, it's a lot easier for you to file and you don't spend so much time once you're done applying with the product. So that's a trick, guys, I can share with you because I struggled with that when I was a new nail tech, like 14 years, 15 years ago. So yeah. So now we already caught it, but I'm gonna go back and file that later and when I'm done cutting all 10 nail fingers. So that's a very important tips I can give you guys. That way you're not. And of course, you have to blend your natural nail, the tips into the natural nails. Try to blend it if you can. That way you don't have a big gap. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back here. So now we already cut the shape. She wanted a coffin shape. Hi, me, Gyro. Hello, shout out, mega shout out, everybody. So now we already shape it, guys. So before, I haven't applied any product. I'm just like doing the tips. So I'm going to file this. I'm going to shape this, guys. The reason I'm doing this, if you just came in, because once I'm done putting all the product, I don't struggle in filing. It minimize. I'm gonna turn this file. It minimize your filing, and then since we're using tips, plastic extension. Those of you who doesn't know. So always blend, guys, to your natural nails. Try to file it and blend it. That way, when you apply the product, you don't have a little bump in between the natural nails and your extension. So you blend your extension into the natural nails. So it does come out really, you want them a little bit more skinnier? Oh, that's good like that. So this is the shape we're doing, guys. I'm using my tablet. That's why we don't have a really good view, guys. And also, guys, always like try to pull the skin when you try to file because you don't want to hurt your client. Yan ba ang extension, ate? Alam mo, yes, me. This is an extension. I'm doing an extension. They will last you for 3 weeks before you can refill this one. Like usually, Ashley doesn't. You don't really get refill that much, right? She doesn't get a refill, so she just go for the whole month and she just let it pulse off. But the acrylic nails, you can have it for like 3 weeks. I don't really recommend going for the full month because your nails your extension is already gonna be growing so much. So you have to refill them every 3 weeks. 2 weeks and a half to 3 weeks. That's my recommendation if you are using extensions. Yeah, so this is an extension, guys, that we're doing right now. But right now, I'm just prepping her natural nails and I'm just blending the tips into her natural nails. That way, we have a nice, smooth application once I'm applying the product. So, and I also shape it ahead of time to the shape she wanted. Another factor why I like to do these steps, guys, is because for some reason, once you apply the product, the nails, it comes out very natural instead. Kumbaga, hindi halata na mayroon kang artificial nails. It looks like a natural nails when you do that. So, so that's the factor why I shape my artificial nails. It's because actually they're not that flimsy, even if, even if you shape them. So we're blending this, guys, into her natural nails. And even this one, if you don't, let's say you don't want to put like a lot of product, you can just put a thin layer of base coat, and this can be your nails. But of course, it's not that very strong. So I always love to shape it. See, she has a nails now, more natural. Saan po location nyo? Me, I'm in the US. I'm in Texas. Nasa Texas po ako. Guys, if you haven't love each other, make sure to magdikitan lang kayo. Search nyo lang sarili nyo dyan kasi medyo strict to si Lolo. So, if you don't know each other, say hi to each other. There you go. Yeah, before, man, I was just like struggle. I'm like, oh, like this is like hurt in the hands. Like, and finally, I'm like, I think it's best to file on the nail, the plastic extension first before I put the product. So I learned that on my own. Nobody taught me. Oh, akala ko Manila. No, I'm in the US. Guys, paki-share ng live natin, guys. If you have friends or Facebook, you don't mind sharing our live, that would be appreciated. So now it's pretty. And we're going to clean the dust, guys. So make sure when you're doing this, you need to clean, take out all the dust. Her nails is already clean. I already cleaned that. But since we filed the nails, there's a lot of dust. So there, she has a pretty nails. But we haven't had a product in it. We're just preparing her nails for the product. And then I'm gonna do the next fingernails. Then we're gonna show you how to apply the product. She's gonna want a fall color. It's so hot, my God. Mainit. May Jairo, pinsan ko yan si Monica. Pag wala kang pag kailangan mo ng grupo, i-follow mo lang si Ate Monica mo. If you're still there, that's my cousin. Lately, my menopause has been so bad.
I remember when my mom was on it. She hated it.
Oh, it's so awful.
Mm-hmm.
Kung may mga tanong kayo, guys, magtanong lang kayo. Feel free to ask questions. Don't be shy. I'm more than happy to answer your question about nails or pedicures or business. Your mom been doing good?
Mm-hmm. Really good.
So, where is this new date that you have?
Whoop.
Your new friend.
He's from church.
That's good.
He's a barber.
Oh, really?
He has his own business.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, okay, so glad I see you with you.
Let's continue to pray.
She's been saved for 9 months.
Praise God.
Mm-hmm.
Just take it slowly.
Mm-hmm. I asked him, I go, is this a date or is this a hangout? And he's like, it's just a hangout for now. Okay.
and hang out.
Mhm.
But it's better when you get to know each other first.
Yeah. And he's 25, so that's
How old are you now?
26.
These are babies.
I
Still a
know.
babies.
But I was after someone that was 30, but I was like, it's not gonna work out because of the age difference, so I gave up.
Yeah, you don't want that too much of an age difference.
Mhm.
Chee, chee, chee. There we go. We're done filing her nails, guys. And now we're going to the next steps. I'm gonna clean it really good, take all the dust. And then I'm gonna use my pH bond, make sure to all the, all the unnecessary oil, it's gonna be out. We want the nail bed to free from any uh, oil, guys, natural oil, because our nails has natural oil, so we need to make sure that all those oils is out in the nail bed. That way we can have our product adhere better into the nails. So we use our pH bond, or if you don't have pH bond, you can just use acetone to clean over the nail bed. Um, so when you see it's more white, when it's really white, if the nail bed is not shiny anymore, that means you're ready to apply. So now we're ready. And before we apply our product, guys, we need our primer. I'm using Tommy Taylor non-lifting primer. Let me see if I could. Yeah, so that's the nail primer. So the primer, guys, just like I said earlier, when you do your makeup, you put primer, right? Okay, the primer holds the product. That's how your nails gonna stay longer when you have the primer. So you need to prime, and when you're doing primer, guys, don't do it too much, just enough and doesn't get all over your skin. You only need to apply that in the natural nails, not over the skin. Okay? So that's what's gonna help her nails stay a little bit longer. I know before it's funny, I have a story. It's because they said like, yeah, you have to prime the wall like when you paint. I'm like, so everything has primer? So you're gonna have to use primer for everything. It's something, so primers play a big part in doing a lot of things because it helps the product stay. So we're going, are we, we're just gonna use a gel polish, or you want all powder?
Not bad.
Powder? I don't know if I have very thick.
If you don't have everything, then we'll do gel.
Oh, this one's pretty dark. Let me see, I need to find some. This is the hard decision. Let me check this one to see how dark. Because I have the other powder. The Oh no, I have this. So we're going to use a colored plat. Hi Lorna, Pinkain. Hello, welcome, welcome. So guys, those of you just came in, and guys, I'm doing an artificial nail. So I'm using acrylic powder. So we use extension over her nails. Hello, hello, welcome. So we are going to use this mustard color for fall, because here in the US it's already fall season. So we like to use different like fall color. Yeah. So we're going to use this one. This one, guys, is from Tommy Taylor. And then we're going to choose from these two dark powder for the rest of the nails. So we're going to make a testing to see which one we're going to choose, okay? But for the other nails, we're using this. So this is my monomer, my jar. Monomer is the liquid that you use when you dip your brush, and you dip your brush in the liquid and then you get a powder. That's how you create an artificial nails. Once the two hit together, they become hard. So that's a science right there. If you love science, so you know what I'm talking about. So they just stick together like we stick together here on YT. So you stick together. Make sure guys you stick together, okay, so that you don't get lost. God. Mm. So I have this darker color. It has like a purple tone. Let's see how this look, guys, to see which one our client likes. This one is pretty dark, so she might gonna go on with this one. So I like to do that with my clients, guys, because they're the one that's gonna wear their nails. I'm just here to do the job. So we always have a lot of option. As you could see behind me, I have a lot of powders and glitters, so and gel polish. So we always do that. So the next one is dark, but I think I'm gonna put them right next to each other. For me, I like this one because it's a little bit more darker. So what do you think? What do you think, my dear? This, I'm gonna put that in front, and then we're gonna put it right next to each other to see which one she's gonna choose. Which one she wants. Thumbs up done. Oh, thank you, Lorna, for the thumbs up. Ayan, magmahalan kayo dyan, guys. Pag-share din kayo, guys, sa Facebook nyo, if you don't
This
mind.
one looks more pink and this one is
Yeah, this one is more like
looks like more
fallish, darker.
maroon.
Yeah, more maroon.
Okay.
You do the more maroon. So we're going to do this more maroon color that close to the one that you want. There we go. So we're going to apply the product now. Thank you for the thumbs up dyan. Salamat sa mga thumbs up nyo.
You're gonna have to teach me Filipino.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you Filipino.
And I teach you Spanish.
Yeah, so she's gonna try to teach me Spanish, and I'm gonna teach her Filipino. Tell your boyfriend, mahal kita.
Mahal kita.
Mahal kita. I'll text it to you.
Oh, mahal kita.
Yeah, you can check off your mask because it's just me and you here. There's
Okay.
nobody here. All right. So you want the point finger with this, and then the ring finger, right?
Yeah.
Or the opposite. Oh, like the nails are different. Oh no, yeah, this.
They're the same.
Yeah, they're the same. So you just one color of this, and the rest is the maroon, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna start with this color. So it's really pretty, guys. This is like a mustard color, yellow, but like deep, like yung ano siya. So she wants me to teach her Filipino. So since she's going to have a date, so I'm going to teach her Filipino language. So now I already dipped my brush in the thing. So that's the product, guys. So we're gonna place it in where the extension meets. So when you do this, guys, make sure you place the product where your stress point. Right now, it's not a stress point, but since she has a little bit longer nails, oh no, wrong product, wrong color.
No, that's fine. I want on this one. The yellow on this one.
Oh, you want the yellow one on this
Yes.
one? Not on the. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so when doing artificial nails, guys, let's talk about the stress point. Pinaka-importante talaga yung stress point. Ano yung stress point? The stress point is like where the extension and your natural nails meet. So you need to make sure you have enough product in between that. Otherwise, it is madali siyang it really easy to break off if if you don't have enough product. When you're using like colored acrylic, colored powder, guys, because since they are very pigmented, it will take a while to dry. So you will, especially if you're a beginner as an LTech, you will like, oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. So make sure when you dip your brush into your monomer, you need to dab your brush in the paper towels before you apply the product. Let's say right now I'm picking up a product, so I let that set so that the liquid and the powder can mix together. But I know that I have a lot of liquid in here, so I'm gonna dab this in the paper towel. That way, in that case, I don't have my product, it doesn't run away. See, even if I go like that, my product stays. And since I have a lot of liquid, it doesn't dry fast on me because I have a lot of liquid. So the next steps right now, I'm putting product on the stress point. So this is my second bead. So because I want to make sure she gets a good product in between the natural nails and the artificial, the extension. That way she doesn't have she did not experience, doesn't have to experience the breakage and stuff like that. So now look at that. It's smooth and beautiful. Now all I need to do, pick up a little bit of product close to the cuticle area. So you don't want a thick acrylic in that because you don't want any lifting. So I'm dabbing it in the paper towels, guys. So I'm just gonna place it right here and then move the product slowly close to her cuticle area at the same time, not touching the skin. Um, so we don't want to touch the skin, guys, because the product is just meant for the naturalness, not for the skin. So there we go. It's really easy. So there, she had a pretty nails. Look at that color. It's so pretty. So, and it's not even that thick, guys. You don't need a thick one. Now we're going to apply this one is the yellow. So I like to do my, that's 3 steps of my bead. I like to start, since she has a long nails, I'll start where I apply the tips. And then I do the next application would be on the stress point. So everybody, guys, have their own technique, and if you're new, you can practice. You have your own system. Me, I have my own system, how I do the nails. If it's short nail bed, usually I can apply the product just one bead. But I like to do that. So now we're going to the stress point right here, guys. That way we give her a little curve and plus to secure the product and the nails wouldn't break. So since we're using a colored powder, guys, sometimes you can just let them run by itself and then just guide them by using the tip of your brush, just like that. Do not flat them out, guys. Do not do it this way because if you do that, you're gonna end up having a wide nail. So when you pat your powder, try to do on the side, like pat them in, pat them in. That way, the nails doesn't look fatter. Okay, you pat in. You don't use the belly of your brush because otherwise your nails is not gonna look natural. So and we should not have that because your when you're creating an artificial nails, guys, our goal is we wanted to have a more natural look that is not noticeable when we are wearing acrylic nails. So it's all about the filing and the application, guys. I'll be honest with you, it takes me almost you know 2 years to really get my game, guys, because acrylic nails is not easy to do. It takes the mastery, the mixing of your product and stuff like that. Because if you pick up too liquid, then you can have product everywhere. So you have to practice that. It takes time to really get to that point, guys. But If you practice every day, then you would not have no problem. Because if you pick up too much, if your brush has a lot of liquid, then the product, you're going to have it all over the place. And you don't want to do that. Now I'm just going to finish the maroon. I really love this color. It's perfect for the fall.
Mhm.
So, very pretty color. Sa mga nanonood din, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions. I'm gonna do this more live tutorial. Can't believe this month's almost over.
Can't believe it's almost 20.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Thank you guys sa mga nagtamsak dyan sa ating mga viewers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. So again, we're doing the stress point. And another thing, guys, since we're using a colored powder, so our brush get dirty. So make sure before you proceed to the next color you're using, that way you're not going to wonder, like, how come the colors change? You need to make sure you clean your brush really good. And do not clean your brush with acetone. If you need to clean it with the monomer, with the liquid. Because if you use acetone on your brush, you're gonna damage that, especially if you're doing this is guys doing nails, okay? We highly recommend you clean your brush, your nail acrylic brush with your monomer. Like you can dip them in your monomer for like overnight. That way, all that junk in there can be clean because you don't want to use acetone. So I'm trying to avoid guys not getting her skin. And if you ever get to it, like just make sure to clean right away. It's because guys, if you master how to apply it correctly, you don't have to spend a lot of time in filing. Because since we already filed her nails, we already shaped the extension. Um, Once I'm done, I don't have to be filing a lot. It's because I already did it. So that's another trick for you guys to learn, master your filing technique. Filing is the hardest when you're doing nails, guys. Filing is hard. So now we're going to use our yellow, guys, our mustard yellow acrylic. This is so pretty. I love this color, like so pretty. Very pigmented. Very, very pigmented. This is perfect for fall color.
Mhm.
Fall color. Then going to the next one. And if you happen to get acrylic under the nails, guys, just use the tip of your brush to clean it. Don't worry, it takes a mastery. Everything takes practice. There we go, guys. Now next, I love this color. This like maroonish, purplish, like an eggplant kind of color. It's so pretty. Yeah, when the product is still like shiny, that means it has a lot of liquid. So just let it set a little bit before you mess with it, because if it's too shiny, that means your product hasn't been really settled. So if you mess it with it right away, guys, you're just gonna smudge it. So that's the technique when it comes to powder, because they're very pigmented. It's always good to let it set before you mess with it. Because otherwise it's gonna be all over the place. Because some product they're self-labeling, so you just kind of like use the tip of your brush to kind of maneuver the product. My throat, man, once it gets around this time, I guess it's allergy.
Mhm. And then it's flu season.
Oh, I know, girl. I'm
Mm.
just praying for.
And then with COVID, no.
They said we're gonna get really cold on Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said.
I'll be here with you. But it's Texas.
Texas weather is gonna be like 80 degrees. Yay! Now the five fingers are complete. We're moving to the next one. Alexa, off. Because I don't want to copyright. Gonna turn off Alexa because I don't want to get a copyright. Copyright music. I think YouTube has some non-copyright. We'll find some non-copyright right now so that we don't be so blurred. Is Pandora has anything that is not copyright?
I'm not sure. I believe you have music on, but where you can't really hear it.
Right?
Yeah.
Because YouTube is very strict.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty, pretty. Very pretty color. Only thing when you do color, they're so messy. I hope no more masks, like where we're going everywhere.
I'm tired.
Kind of getting tired of it. Already.
Yeah, and then you break out.
My nose, I get like a lot of pimples on my nose. Like,
Mine's normally on my chin.
you get on your chin
Yeah.
and also my behind my ear.
Oh, you do?
It hurts. Yesterday, I'm like, oh, my ear was very sensitive, very very sensitive. Very sensitive. Sinong nandiyan? Nag-iisang viewers natin. Thank you for staying. You know what's the messy one? The red one? When you do red acrylic,
Mm-hmm.
especially removing it. Oh man,
Really?
it gets messy some. That's the only thing. You know another trick, guys, if you're doing if you get tired because it's very if your product is too wet because acrylic colored acrylic is very pigmented. You can drop like couple of drop of acetone, maybe 3 drops of acetone in your monomer, so it helps that dry faster. Especially if you are in an area where it's really cold. So the temperature when it's too cold, the product doesn't dry faster. So that's another trick you can use, guys. Just grab yourself an acetone, and then make sure your light is close. You can turn on your light close to the nail, the your client's nails, so it helps to dry it fast. Like especially black, red, like any really pigmented powder, it'll takes a while to dry. But if you're a beginner, it is good for you because you have enough time to move the product. But like me, I've been doing it for so long, so if the product takes a little bit longer to dry, I get anxious. Like, hurry up, dry already. Yeah. As you can see, I'm just like moving, using the tip of my brush to move it because it's still very wet. Because if you press your brush on it, it's just gonna make the product smudge. So I'm just gonna let that set there.
Would you prefer odorless monomer or regular monomer?
Regular monomer. I would like the only thing with odorless, they don't dry fast.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like about it.
Yeah, when you use an odorless one, it doesn't dry fast. So it takes time. But if you are in a salon sitting and you're busy,
Regular monomer.
you need to use your regular monomer. And plus, guys, the odor doesn't kill you. And you know, I went to a seminar myself, like with a chemist, about 4 years ago. We were asking um about the issue of the smell of the monomer. He said, well, if a smell, he gave us an illustration. He said, if the smell is bad for you, then of course the product that we smell around us would have killed us. But how many people that you heard that go to the hospital because of nail, they get sick for nails? You hardly hear anything like that.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't believe when people like try to talk bad about nails. I mean, if you are doing it the right way, you should not be scared. I mean, I've been doing that for what? For almost what, 15 years now. I'm still around.
I'm still here alive.
I'm still alive.
I forgot to tell you, my cousin's due in 6 weeks.
Oh, she got the one that got pregnant?
Yes, Leslie. It's a
Awesome.
boy.
Congratulations. Tell her
I
congratulations
will.
for me. Just finished. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. I mean, there's the reason why the chemist hasn't really ha- don't really promote the odorless one
Mhm.
because they know that we've had that in the class before when I went to school.
Yeah, because when I was doing the nails in high school, my
Oh, that's
mom,
right.
yeah, my mom never liked the smell. So she made me buy the odorless, and I'm just like, this doesn't work. It takes longer.
Yeah, it doesn't dry. It rolls over, right?
Yes,
It's dry, but when you file it, it's just like gooey.
yes, I
Oh,
hated
we
it.
used to do that in school. Oh my man, we would like get so frustrated.
I'm thinking about going back to school for cosmetology.
You should, girl, if you like.
I love it, but it's just, I don't know. I'm bad. Me and Tess don't get along.
Oh, you don't like to study.
Really.
Yeah, my friend it took her a while. So she's taking her practical tomorrow.
Really?
Hmm.
Mm.
We're almost done. Yeah, odorless is like I know OPI used to have a odorless, but you don't really hear a lot of that though. When it comes to the odorless product, you don't hear a lot of that. Yeah, we're done with the color, and now we're going to the next color. We're gonna cover this up before I throw it away. Actually, guys, what is this one? This powder is from Glam and Glitz. Glam and Glitz, and it's called Bitty. So that's the color for those of you who are nail thing there. Let's see. Yeah, that's the color in case you want to buy the color. So this is from Glams and Glitch. There, that's an acrylic powder from Glam and Glitz. Glam and Glitz is a very big company here in the US, guys. That they sell a lot of acrylic. I think my thing has been moving. Like, where's your nail? Oh, there we go. I'm like, where did you go? Where did you go? Glam and Glitch. I love this yellow. Perfect for the fall color. This one dries a little bit faster.
How do you make press on nails?
Okay, how do you make press-on nails? You just buy. Actually, if you go to Amazon, you can just buy those nails and then you can paint them yourself. Um, it's the same process. Whenever you do press-on nails, just make sure you do the same prep that you're doing when you're doing acrylic nails.
Mm-hmm.
You need to prep them correctly. Make sure you know you put the proper size on your nails. Is because a lot of people, like, sometimes if you don't do it the right way, if the size is not fit perfectly for your nails, you can get fungus. You know, if water gets under them, you don't glue it properly. So make sure like you get the right size and your nails prep correctly, and put the right size on your nail bed, and then make sure you have enough glue that make sure the it's glued correctly to your natural nails. It's because I did that last one time, and then of course it took me forever to remove it, and I got some of my nails got fungus
Mm-hmm.
because the water got in there. But it just went away faster, I guess, because it's not that, you know. So that's the key, guys. If you like to use press on nails, make sure you use the correct size and you prep your nails correctly so you don't have no issues. So you can dry it. So we're gonna let her dry one of the nails, the hands, because this hands is already dry, and we're about to file. But this time, guys, we don't have to file that much because I already filed the nails earlier. So now all we need to do is just reshape it a little bit because we applied the product, and you don't have to spend so much time in filing. All you need to do is just reshaping your shape because we already did it earlier. And I'm just gonna square them off on the top. So that's the beauty of it, guys, when you are prepping everything ahead of time. So you don't have to be worrying about filing so much time. Hi, Lizzie Atkins. Beautiful work. Thank you so much. I thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're almost done the set, guys. Like I was just giving tips. If you like to do acrylic nails, just make sure you are prepping correctly. Prepping, guys. I know there's a lot of right now people just wanted to do nails fast, or dipping is kind of like a big thing because they think like, okay, it's fast. Really, guys, it's not that fast. Like, I mean, of course, you don't want to spend so much time, but you cannot escape the proper way of prepping because it's like I always tell people, if you take a shower, you don't just take a shower, right? You wash yourself, you scrub, you shampoo, you use conditioner. It's the same thing, with your nails. You don't want to skip the process. And when the dipping system was like getting popular, a lot of I would get clients from other places, and they said, "Well, my dipping it doesn't stay." It's because people have this a lot of some other nail tech, have this notion like, okay, it's fast and easy, it's faster. Really, it's not that way, like, because if you don't do that, again, like building a house without a strong foundation, your house is not going to last. That house is going to fall when there's hurricane coming. That house is not going to stand. It's because it doesn't have a strong foundation. It's same thing with the nails. Whether you do dating, gel manicure or hard gel, acrylic. So whatever your preference, I do suggest. I strongly advocate for prepping your nails the right way, because otherwise, your nails is not going to last. So I always try to have my clients' nails facing me. That way I can give them the shape, the right shape that they wanted. Sometimes, when you face it in yourself, you could see what needs to be done. So that's my tips to you guys. Like if you struggle with your nails not being doesn't stay, is that because you don't have beautiful work? Thank you so much, Lacey. So that's the problem, guys. If you experience lifting, breakage, especially lifting, is that because your nail bed wasn't being prepped correctly? So I strongly suggest you do that. So right now I don't have to file so much, because if you apply the product smoothly, you don't have to file a lot. I just need to get the sides of your cuticle area, because you don't need that. And don't worry if you don't if you're a new beginner, don't rush. You'll get to that. Um, you know, you'll get to that eventually. I know sometimes it can get very frustrating. How are you doing, Lucy? I suggest, guys, also if you like scared of using the drill or a file, take a classes. That helps you, that way you don't hurt your client. So taking classes is very important. I know before I used to get scared. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna chop off my client's nails with this. But over the years, especially when I used to use the other type, oh my God, like the one that you push in your feet. Oh, that one is crazy. That's what I'm talking about, guys, earlier when you file your extension ahead of time, especially if you're the type that use extension. It's better you file them ahead of time before you apply the product. That way you don't have to be spending so much time on it. So what are we doing a design on this? You want the stone?
Does it look nice? Check it out.
She's really excited, guys. My client is really excited. I said, are we doing design? She said, yes. So we're doing a little bit of bling bling. It's because she's having a date, you guys. She's going to have a date. Yay, yay. Want to have a date too. I'm gonna ask my hubby, can we have a date? I'm sure she's taking a nap right now because she's been so stressed. All the teachers, man, I feel bad for all the teachers. They've been so stressed. Crazy.
Does he like the virtual learning? No.
Huh?
Does your husband like doing the virtual learning?
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't think so. A lot of teachers likes that, like the virtual whatever.
He teaches middle school, right? Or
But babe,
your husband teaches middle school? Or what does he teach?
she teaches. He teaches. He teaches. What you call it? Fifth grade.
Oh, fifth grade.
Yeah.
I think he's my kindergarten.
You wanna teach kindergarten? Oh my God, that's a lot of work, girl. I don't think so. I can be a teacher because it's a lot of work.
A lot of patience.
Being a teacher, you have to have a lot of patience. And see, I'm not a reader person, so it's not my cup of tea. I love doing nails. I like doing stuff like this. It's fun.
It's your
I
foot.
love putting things together. That's what about I love about nails because you put together thing. You make it. You make it.
Mm-hmm.
You make it. You make it. Mm, there we go. We're gonna buff it, and she's gonna wash her hands. We're both going home in a little bit. Of course, after I do her. Where's my bling bling? We're gonna buff this. You know what? I like this tablet. At least I can go live in here, and I can you can see me working.
I think an iPad is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see. I think the lighting is just. I just need a better lighting. I don't think so. I have a better lighting. It was just happened to be you, my client, so it's okay. Because Ashley is cool, guys, but I don't do live all the time because not a lot of client likes it. But my Ashley is cool.
Yep.
But you don't see her face, so it's still a secret. Only her hands. She's pretty. Only her pretty nails that you're going to see, not her pretty face. Some clients like it's okay for me to film them, but some don't. We respect their privacy. Nice guys, we buff it and it's smooth and we're going to put some bling bling on it. I'm so bad at touching my face. I am very bad. Yeah, I like to run my file one more time before I send her to wash her hands. You know, even you file them skinnier, I think they do expand, right? I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Acrylic do expand, or maybe because of our hands do expand. I'm like, hey, you expand. You're expanding. Very pretty. Give me the other hand. You know what? I'm gonna film tomorrow, Marianne.
Marianne.
It's Mary on the school too. Not because we're doing nails.
I told the guy, I'm gonna go get my nails done.
Huh?
I told him, the guy, his name is Alan. And I told him, I'm gonna go get my nails done. And he's like, okay, are you gonna get a pedicure too? I'm like, no.
You can go wash with it. There we go. We're gonna send her wash to wash. We're gonna send her wash. We're gonna send her to wash. Wash. Oh my goodness. She's my last one, guys. We're almost done. Ayan. Look by MKS is posting something. It says 101 something. Lizzie. Guys, those I don't know. I'm gonna screenshot and I'm gonna go check you guys out. Tishi TV. Ayan. Medyo delay. Delay. So you want
The sunflower? Yeah.
the sunflower? So guys, we're going to make a sunflower, 3D sunflower, using, so now we are going to, where do you want to put it? So we're going to teach you how to create a sunflower. Yay. We're going to make a sunflower in 3D. Oh my gosh, where's my brush? So this time, guys, I need my 3D brush. And I need a brown acrylic. Where's my brown acrylic? I never expected that there.
I always give you something challenging, don't I?
Yep. So we're going to do a 3D flower because she wants some 3D flower. In this case, guys, I'm gonna drop a little bit of acrylic, acetone in my monomer. It's because anyway, after this I'm gonna throw it away. So another thing, guys, if you are using acrylic nails, make sure you if you use your monomer with colors, and make sure to throw it away. That way you don't get your other product get contaminated. So if your liquid is already like super dark, if it's dark and cloudy, that means it's already contaminated and you need to throw it away. All right. Mine right now because of the color, guys, but since we're just gonna do 3D, so it's cool. But I'm just gonna throw that away when I am done. So we're going to create a sunflower. First, I'm gonna start with my brown, my little brown for the whatever you might call it. For the sunflowers, kind of like that middle side of the sunflower. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's so we're gonna let that dry. I'm kind of just poking it that way it gives like that dent so that it's you know we're pretending that it's going to be a sunflower, but it is a sunflower. And I'm just gonna pick up a small little bit. You don't need a lot, guys. You just need a tiny one. And this is really wet, so I'm gonna really dry this down. That way it really dry faster. So I'm gonna place this in the middle because that's going to be my first petal. And I'm gonna drag it. There you go. The petal, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect because that's just the way it is. They're not the same. You cannot get it to like super like the same. No. So you can do it just layer, whatever is easier for you. I'm trying to make a little my tip of my brush rolling around here. So yay. There we go. You can layer it too, guys. Like say if they're so spacious, you can layer it too once you're done and the rest. There you go. Then since I finished this side, I'm gonna go to the other side. We're going to the other side of town. You. He got sunflower. So this is a 3D sunflower, you guys. So guys, when you do 3D, try not to put what you call it, top coat on it because you lose the definition of your nails. I mean the design, like the little thing that you make. So you try not to put any of that. So usually when I do 3D, I just leave them alone like that. I leave them matte kind of. Matte. There we go. If I want to make this design more fuller, guys, all I need to do is just add a little bit of layer of the petals using this. So you can do that. I'm just gonna place them where they have a little bit more space and drag it to the bottom. There we go. The way it gives the design more fuller effect. So you can layer, guys, even if you're doing 3D, you can layer. You can just like you layer your intro on YouTube, you can layer your 3D as well. I learned so much since I started getting serious in my YouTube. I'm serious. I learned a lot. I learned the word layering.
Layering videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to edit. I don't have patience, guys, in editing. So if you come across my video, don't expect like a fancy editing skills because I don't have that. But I'll share you my skills how to do nails. I don't have the editing skills, but I have the nail editing talent. So there we go, guys. Look at her. That's our 3D flower No, what do you call that? Sunflower.
Sunflower.
Okay. Now we're going to do the other fingernails. She's gonna go show up her nails. Whoa. So again, I start with the good thing, guys, when instead of starting with the petals, like you start with the metal, is because it gives you like you can just start doing the petals around it. So it gives you like a pattern. I should say a pattern. Sometimes when I try to do video, man, I'll take several times before I'm like, oh my god, I just cracks me up on my own. Trying to be a blogger, I'm like, I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm just gonna do it just like that. I'm just gonna place you right there. This one is so tall. This is also a light, guys. A light with a suction for the dust. I'm gonna smash that again there. Mm, mm, mm. Mhm. Mm. La, la, la. You think 3D nails is easy? It's not that easy, guys. It's just a little time consuming when you do 3D arts.
Mm.
I used to do a lot, but not as much as I used to.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I don't mind. It's just like, well, the thing is, not a lot of people willing to pay for it,
Mm.
especially when you do a lot. I used to do a lot, and of course, where I used to work, they don't charge that much, and it's just very. You spend like 3 hours in it, and but you don't really get paid. So really, I mean, money wise, it's not really worth it sometimes. Especially when you do a lot, and then if you don't charge that much.
Mm-hmm.
You need, like, if you do a lot of 3D, you better know how to charge right correctly. Otherwise, like, it's not what. But like if my clients just want like you, not a lot, so it's no biggie for me. Of course, I will do it.
You remember the butterfly set you did for me?
Oh, how was it?
I got a lot of compliments.
Oh, the silver like encapsulated butterfly.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Um,
It's pretty. Hey, hey, drop it. Hey, drop it. Yeah, I'm just layering, guys. And then we're almost finished. So that way it looks fuller. One more time. Doing nails, guys, you have to have a lot of patience.
Mhm.
Patience is the key. There we go. Love, 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 guys. Layering. So we're done with that. I'm gonna close my powder because usually I'm very clumsy and I
Yes.
so we are using the Tommy Taylor what is called yellow cub. It's called yellow cub. That's what it's called. And the metal of our sunflower, I was using this it's called Martha. It's also from Glam and Glitz. There's the name of the color, guys. Number 346, Glam and Glitz. And there we go. I think, can you see, guys? Can you see? Yeah. So those are the color that we're using. And the other one earlier, the other color is this one, Bitty. So those are the three colors that we are using on these nails. Now we are off to the next steps, the final steps, which is to put some bling bling on her nails. Let me throw this away. We're gonna put the bling bling on the yellow ones. So I have my friend here. And I have my little stick. This one, guys, is a stone picker. So, or even you can use this to pick up little something, you know. So when it comes to stick the stone, guys, there's a gel, like this is like almost like a hard gel. You can buy this one. It's only cure for 30 seconds. This one by Creation is called Stick It On. So it's a little bit, it's a thick viscosity. So, so when you put this on the nail, it doesn't run away, so it stays intact. So what we're going to use, guys, we're going to use this little brush. It's a size 6. So this is a gel brush. We're gonna use this to get a little bit of this so that we can stick some stone into nails. So you see, it's like even if you tilt it, it doesn't run away. So this is what I use to stick my stone. So this is, guys, so I just need a little bit. So I'm just kind of like putting it on top of her nails right there. Since we're just gonna do that on the bottom, so I'll just stick that, but you kind of just you can do that all over the nails, which is not a big deal. And then you can use your top coat, which is that way when I'm done, I don't have to mess with it. It's already have a top coat. But the good thing, my it's not going to run away, okay? So, but I'm gonna clean this because it's a different product. Just make sure I'm gonna clean the tip of my brush. There you go. Because so we're going to decorate these nails. We're gonna mix a color like iridescent and white. I'm gonna start at the bottom. It's not going to run away, guys. Promise you. It's because we have that gel in there. So you're not going to run away. Speaking of stone, man, I need to start shopping for stones. Because holiday is coming in. People likes bling bling. So I like to make stone in the art because it really gives it a different look. And if you're not satisfied, guys, you could always also use your tiny little brush and um put around the nail. So and right now I'm gonna use my dotting tools. I'm gonna move the stones so that they can be in place a little bit wherever I want them. There we go. Ooh, bling bling. There, see, there's no, if you get a little bit around your nails, you just clean it before you cure it, guys. Make sure you clean it first. So we clean around the nails before we cure this. So we're going to cure these nails for 30 seconds. I'm gonna add one more in the middle in there because I want it a little bit fuller. All right, stick in the light. So we're just, it's only 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on these nails. So I'm just gonna put more where I'm gonna place the stone, guys. So, and then I'm gonna clean my brush. Do not clean your brush with acetone, especially you can just wipe it out. You just wipe it. That way your brush stays intact. So you always have to make a separate brushes for your different, you know, for hard gel or acrylic and stuff like that. So, yeah. So again, I'm going to clean my brushes. So you can just place your stone like this case, guys. We're doing like a sideways putting our stone. We're not going to decorate the entire nails with stones, but we're just gonna put it on the sides. Whatever you like to do or you prefer to decorate your nails, you feel free to use your skills, guys, especially holidays coming up. So
Appetite,
y-
appetite.
yeah, you can use any, you can bling bling yourself. There's a lot of tutorial as well. And there we go. And I know they're not really moving, but you know, you can use your any tools that you can use to kind of put them closer together. There we go. So we got that bling bling. Okay, we're gonna cure this for 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna cover this one. So if any of you wondering, guys, what did I use? So that's what we use to stick our stone. So this is you can buy this online. I bought this from a nail supply store, but it's called Creation. So there we go. Um, I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm just letting you know. Anyway, now we're off to our. So since she's having acrylic nails, guys, I like to use my Oxium. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. So this is my favorite top coat using when I use acrylic powder. I use this glass top coat by OPI Oxium. I think that's how you pronounce it. So this one is No Claims UV Top Sealer. So you don't need to clean. This one doesn't have no tacky layer, so you can just use it directly. And after it's cured, you're done. So even my gel top coat, guys, I'm using the Tommy Teller glass slipper by Tommy Teller. I show it to you in a little bit. Mm. So so we have a. I'm not gonna top coat on top of my 3D. I'm only gonna top coat the sides because if you do that, guys, you're just gonna ruin the definition of your 3D. So we want our 3D to be shown and nicely, you know, so we don't do that. Okay, we're gonna cure this for 60 seconds. Usually when I do when I finish, I I cure for 30 seconds, guys. So I'm gonna cure for 60 seconds, not 30 seconds. That's just a habit for me, man. Why did I spill it? So to make sure that it cure correctly, you know, I want to cure it for 60 seconds. There we go. 60 seconds. I need a new bottle for my top coat. Very shiny, guys. This is what I used to put. You know what? I don't know if you guys follow the nail boss on Instagram. I used to watch his video a lot, and that's how I found out that this is the product that she highly recommend using on acrylic nails. So it is really sparkly. So go ahead and dry it for 60 seconds. I like to dry the thumb separately because sometimes in the lamp, for some reason, your thumb is a little bit tilted and sometimes it doesn't dry correctly. There we go. So we're gonna put that on the light and just your thumb only. Yeah, we're almost done. Almost done, and we're gonna go home. I know, guys. We're gonna go home. We're gonna go. Somebody requesting an appointment on my page. Let's see who's making an appointment. Date requested 9 a.m. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have it. Hi, ma'am. Somebody requested an appointment, but I don't have that time. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So pretty. Okay, girl, dry it. So we don't have to wipe this because it doesn't have a tacky layer, guys. You see the finished product? Yay! So pretty. There we go. Look at her thumb, guys. So sparkly. She's ready for a date. Stay home. You're staying home? Yeah. You see the nails? The other way earlier. You see it? There. See the 3D nails? The sunflower? There you go, guys. So pretty. Stay home ka, be. So, I'm gonna unmute, guys. I'm gonna unmute. Okay, I'm gonna unmute. So the most important thing, guys, whenever you're done, one thing that I highly recommend, guys, you use cuticle oil. This is from Dazzle Dry. It smells really good. So whenever it's like how we put moisturizer in our nails. I mean, in our face. Now, so do not forget to put some in your nails because it helps give a good hydration. That way, to avoid any breakage, you massage that around your nail bed, especially if you have a dry nail. So this is good, guys. That's one of the big factor that you need to do, and also it helps your acrylic stay more flexible. Ayan. So there you go. So now she has nails. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other hand. That way gives her hydration. So you can do that. You can do this every day in your house. It doesn't have to be just you know, just when you're getting your nails done. So especially if you like to bite your nails and you have a dry skin, um, so you invest in a good cuticle oil. And we're gonna take a pictures, guys. I'm done. I'm gonna my gloves out. We're gonna use this sparkly background, and then I'm gonna post later. So we're gonna position her nails. I'm gonna take pictures the way y'all can see. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of video. Yeah. So this is the nails, guys, that we were doing during our live streaming. There's the actual nails that's finally finished, and there's the thumb part right there. And we did a 3D sunflower and some stones. Yay! So we're gonna post this later. So now Ashley can go home. She bye. She said bye. Thank you so much, Ashley, for letting me film you today. There we go. I'm gonna unmute. Yeah, we're done. So we're just gonna put away products. Oh, I'm going to unbox something, guys. But since we're already late, so I'm just gonna put away things. Lots of products here. Nandyan ka pa, ga? After work, you have to work. Right? You have to clean up after yourself. You're gonna throw trash. There we go. Gonna clean up some stuff. Gonna sterilize. What's everybody up to, especially people in the weekend? I'm gonna throw this away. There we go. Let's see. Stay lang kayo dyan, guys. I'm gonna take you to the back because we're going to clean up. Gonna clean our implements, guys. Make sure you know your implements is washed and clean and sterilized. So I have my desk down here. So that's what I'm going to do because I'm going home in a little bit. But before going home, I'm gonna wash all my implements. Washy washy. Monica Kawari, salamat sa pagtambay, langga. I know you're busy too. Okay, bukas na lang tayo mag-sterilize. Kasi gabi na. It's time to go home. Everything. Gonna lower the EC. Nick, bagyan na ako, Nick. I'm going home. Thank you for tambay-tambay. Oh my gosh, this is our wax area, guys. We wax here. Ayan. So they forget to turn on the light, all the wax stuff. Ayan. Gonna lower the I'm gonna raise the AC. 79 lang. Ayan. And then, time to go. Alright, bye-bye. I still have unboxing to go, but yeah.